Nature know. Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. Now, upward and onward.
Pretty convenient that he only managed to save himself from the spores. Still, we ought to fix this before it spirals more out of control.
Fair trade.
Shake a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret. When you drink purple berry tequila, make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Looks like a fight. Let me handle this.
Looking for big flavor and plausible deniability for your own business? Then take a ride on the purple bread worm with purple berry tequila.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the audacious advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Time to earn my commission.
Yes, yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try purple berry tequila today.
Armed and ready.
Shake a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret. When you drink purple berry tequila, make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that
Liquidate 'em!
purple berry tequila.
Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I could help you whip something up.
So have another purple berry, have another purple berry, have another purple berry tequila.
I've had my fill of wrangling spores. This should be enough for the antidote.
Free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. As you are all well aware, the opening salvos of our liberation of Eden were wildly successful. Fairfield captured, Westport hobbled. The list goes on. By concentrating on high-value targets, we capably avoided spreading our forces too thin. This is a strategy we will continue to employ. Case in point, even though the Automech Repair Center has been successfully rendered unable to repair automechs, several patrols have since gone missing in that area. You may wonder whatever could be to blame. Combat drones, a hitherto unknown species of aggressive Edenic wildlife, a group of Protectorate survivors gone hideously feral. Whatever the case, it has been deemed by Command an unnecessary distraction. All Auntie's Choice forces are hereby ordered to avoid the southeast coast of the island entirely. Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or gut.
Purple berry crunch, it's crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast. Appleberry crunch, it's crispy and sweet. Perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or even with lunch. There's always time for Appleberry crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Appleberry crunch is for you and for me, and as always, it is parasite free.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Looks like that lab tech was trying to retrieve something from that terminal. Almost made it, too. Damn. No good deed, I suppose.
That's tobacco. That's tobacco.
If you started young, it's worth the fun.
Armed and
We're talking candy.
That's tobacco.
Rubber candy.
That's tobacco.
Big folded coffin bothers you. Don't worry, you can chew it through. To get your candy.
That's tobacco. Smoke our tobacco.
It's what your friends all like to do. Behind your back, they make fun of you. So smoke that candy.
That's tobacco.
Favorite candy.
Ah, my most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
Big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Good, good. Place the antidote into the slot here. I'll insert it into the air filtration system. That will cycle it throughout the area and cure all afflicted. When backup arrives and releases me, I'll run a tally of all here who survived. Not to boast, but I'd say this wildly dangerous experimental agent was quite effective. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. I may even get a promotion off this. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Ahmed Ormsby, under the power granted me by the V.A.L.E.R.I.E Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
Because nothing survives when it's flash right at 405 degrees. So grab a pack of deep fried Sprat, they're such a tasty treat. You know when you eat Sprat crisps, you're eating real Sprat meat.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand make my own luck. Don't follow the...
Gonna take a wild guess and presume that industrial macrowave is the cause for the biomatter splattered hereabouts. Don't think I want the details.
You need to succeed. Get up and go get her. Right. Moving on. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revenue. Every last bit of my wage, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and yearning for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Till then I will be true. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I've been yearning and yearning for all of.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scam on each other.
Weird, ain't it?
These riffs got me awful perturbed. Be reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon punching holes in it?
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless. This just in, a field report from the Office of Competitive Analysis and Artful Reconnoitering. Ooh, this sounds important. Better pay heed. Threat assessors have adjusted their risk tables for the Arbiter training facility portfolio, northeast of the landing pad near Broken Spire. Only a skeleton crew remains. These auto-mechanical defenses remain operational and quite lethal. Approach at your own risk, and only if your supervisor can readily replace you upon your likely demise. Well, you heard it here. Best of luck to anyone hull-headed enough to poke around that place.
Welcome, welcome. How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? I'm sure you'll find something that'll fit your liking.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try and try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice.
Time to earn my commission.
Make you better than nature. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's. It's Auntie's choice.
Liquidate 'em.
the best choice. It's Auntie's Choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and resources. This is Wireless-Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
Many of you are wondering, what is Auntie's Choice? It's quite simple, really.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the legally binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles, capable of entering into contracts, owning assets, and existing indefinitely for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
And now, back to it. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Natural resources
Looks like a fight.
It's better than natural cures. Oh, live all free. No longer does my passion dictate where I have to be. Oh, live all take wing. Don't flounder at the bottom. Be a raptor in the slipstream. Don't be in a rut, 'cause stuff is stuck in your gut. And he brings you the pill that fixes all your ills. Oh, live, dog, fly free. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh, live, dog, break free. Once again, be a go-getter. Find a way to express its speed. Are you stuck on the ground? Impact of colon got you down. Well, trust Auntie's chemical purge. Far better than natural cures. Oh, live long, fly free. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh, live long, hey, don't flounder at the bottom. Be a raptor in the slipstream.
Oh, that ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Crab witch, a sandwich made from crab will make you spicy. Crab witch, sandwich you want to eat.
This looks like the place. Oh, I've built this hot joint since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
To turn a bottom feeder into instant lunch. It's quite the branding feat. So grab a crab because it can't be beat. Best of all, the tasty flesh is deemed tasty. Crabble can be more than just a solvent face glue.
It's a pro!
For me and you, crab witch. Sandwich made with crabble makes a mighty feisty. Crab witch, sandwich you want to eat.
sprint. Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, keep the crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Crabble doesn't have to be a threat to consume, but eat it before we treat it and you'll end up dead soon. Don't try to make your own crabble repast. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave first crabble to your favorite hand. Better once it's passed through her industrial plant. Wild crabble's fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't eat 'em, yup, it's true you can't. Crabwich, consume at your own risk. Crabwich, it tastes almost decent. Crabwich, it's the sandwich you want to eat.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Our Iffy Jiffy Milk Order division informs it is now offering the Pan-Pharmacon 5 Walk-In Industrial Microwave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pan-Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down.
Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down.
It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos Spectrum Vodka. Red and green and black and blue,
Milky white and orange.
yellow, even violet.
Spectrum makes you smile, yeah.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos Spectrum Vodka.
tip it back and drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos.
And now it's available in mysterious...
Have time for a chat, Commander? This is a delicate situation. You reckon we help folk here get back on their feet? Or do what the minister asked? Well, if we help Westport, the Vigilant has promised to get us into the box. Folk here could rebuild their community. Maybe. But it's only delaying the inevitable, if you ask me. If we convince these folk to join up with Auntie's Choice, they can start new lives away from the Protectorate guillotine. They'd be grateful once they see what we got on offer. Plus, the minister's deal was clear. Do this, and he'll tell you how to gain entrance to the box. So you'd still get what you're after. The whereabouts of DeVries, right? Come on, Commander. Westport's damn near underwater, and the Protectorate are claiming everyone they're in to be traitors. Barring some mass change of heart, it's a matter of time before these folk get struck down by their own. The Vigilant seems a decent enough sort, but he's just one man. You want to give these folk a real shot at living? Send them to Fairfield. You got it. Let's start conversating. The sooner we know how folk really feel about living here, the sooner we'll know who to butter up.
There was a lonesome boy with a hapless frown, whose love spun around and he came to town. A marketeer who spotted him up the blue. A dear daddy could treat you, yes, and he welcomes you with arms open wide, and all you gotta do is the boy signed up and didn't hesitate. Anything to rid him of his papa's fate. The marketeer said, okay, we'll start. First the girls are trading, no one getting your way. No rules, no oversight, no weather to abide. The only thing that matters is the bottom line. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise the price, the profit soar. The choice is fair. Oh, you know it well. Make an auntie proud, yeah, wouldn't that be swell? Let's go. The boy made the work the instant he was hiding. Well, you better say it was a trial by fire.
Niles.
Howdy, Zed. You look... well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra? Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul.
Can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice.
Oh.
Though don't
Face is not shooting the water anymore.
resilient, the system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates making it a little added zeal for now. Than any minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking a appropriate zeal for their work? What do I provide? Information.
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcers will...
Smooth, mellifluous, persuasive.
Just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former protectorate subjects now abiding in V.A.L.E.R.I.E.
Do the advertisements help Auntie's folks straighten out their minds? Is it their version of our mental refreshment?
No. Trust the plan. Serve set progress. Serve the sovereign.
Fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
Join us and sample our unique brand of autonomous self-determination for yourself. So pack your bags and get ready to think for yourself, choose for yourself, buy for yourself. With Auntie's choice, your life will be transformed for the best.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Salutations, Arcadia. Anti-Cleo here with a direct message to all protectorate subjects. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Ta-ta!
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks, as our subjects do. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees. Initiating.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden. Apologies for not noticing you there. Wasn't paying rapt attention to those assuasive loudspeaker messages. No. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraut. Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Wait for permission. I see my opportunity and take it. I handmake my...
Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand-make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Everything you need to get through your day.
How I've waited to hear those words. Anything I might help with at present? Really? What was he like? Bold, assertive, with a wildly obstreperous theatrical air? An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar. With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go. Righto. Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are surely going to need it. Please inform me when, of course, you receive it. As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. Of course. Toodaloo.
Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside.
Almost missed it. Huh. Well, I'll be. Did you hear that? Must be wholly accurate and true since I heard it on the loudspeaker. Oh, excuse me. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth? Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's Choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Testing. Slurriness will soon be found in all of our food products.
Why do those advertisements never stop? They never stop. Surely there is nobody in Auntie's Choice that hasn't managed to memorize them by now.
Crunch, accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives.
I'm loath to admit it, but
The enemy propaganda sure does sound delicious.
Spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it! Despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative...
I know if it was healthy, the Sovereign would provide it.
Those salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste
Purple berry crunch people's evil and have 110% of the chemicals
decomposing fish combined. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice, where nature ends, we begin. Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial sprint. Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water, never mind you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Featuring our finest pre-seasoned bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
You need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry. Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzo's made them better. With Auntie Cleo's patented mock apple cider. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Salutations! This is TV Street of Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What information? Did you know that at Auntie's Choices, we don't grease the It's true. No computronic doodads, no poles. Just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any vocation they like and change occupations at the slightest whims. This wildly unfettered personal freedom pervades every aspect of life in Auntie's Choice. Choice is in the name for a reason, my good subjects. Without further ado, I hereby extend my personal invitation to you all to join us in Fairfield and sample our unique brand of autonomous self-determination for yourselves. So pack your bags and get ready to think for yourself, choose for yourself, buy for yourself. With Auntie's Choice, your life will be transformed for the best.
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's Choice? Auntie knows best.
Salutations, Arcadia. Auntie Cleo here with a direct message to all Protectorate subjects. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Called superiors would have...
Well, you locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our societies are sworn enemies. You almost make that sound reasonable, under a highly skewed, morally vacuous light. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Well now, that should do nicely. Thank you. Hope those Crabbles didn't give you too much trouble. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives. All right, be careful out there. People have been complaining about those ads playing. I'm inured to all manner of hollering.
Those pills were magnificent. Are they part of a new paradigm? Can I get enough for the whole family? Or even just more for me? Please?
You've returned.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Frontier's person type. Try it. Despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired
Pshaw! I've no desire to speak of the current state of Fairfield, no less the Auntie's Choice riffraff controlling it, or worse, any traitors who have flocked to their side. Why, I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating defecting the Protectorate, let alone for that cesspool of inanity. Because we of the Protectorate believe in something. We dream, we aspire, together. Auntie's Choice would replace amity and purpose with want. The endless, empty pursuit of nothing. Well, as I said, we stand together. Even now, our community gives its all with grace and unity. And as their vigilant, I must spare no effort to preserve them. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. Recalibrating a mechanical is not simply a matter of flipping a few switches. We'd need variable gears and essential motivators to have any hope of rebuilding their programming. Reprogramming mechs to perform functions outside their assigned roles is a complicated affair. Our wily chief mechanist can do it, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long. These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such. Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here to try. Nobody needs go anywhere, not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your opinion. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Despite that vacuous nonsense blaring from our loudspeakers, we are still able to see to our subjects' needs. We have a generator to power our mechs and a fresh water supply. I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of yours long enough. There's no use pursuing such a fruitless line of thinking further. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining. I am unaccustomed to such talk. Don't take much to it. Though I will put aside my perturbation for the good of Westport. Let us talk plainly. What would it take to secure your aid? Farewell now.
Threaten to collapse atop you, and plead though you may. Sovereign is silent. This suffering cannot continue. Listen to your hearts. Come to V.A.L.E.R.I.E, bastion of the weary, and join the winning side.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding the settlements and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and of course, and breathe easy once again.
You're thinking about it sideways. There is little difference between the gifts the Protectorate
That didn't...
provides.
Got something on my mind. Did you hear that message over the loudspeakers? About choosing your chosen profession? That Milver Street fellow said in Fairfield you can, if I understood correctly, opt for any job you show proficiency in. Could that truly be true? Or is it a base falsity foisted by Auntie's choice to, you know, undermine Protectorate subjects' unflagging resolve? You don't say. Huh. So it's only here with our, perfect society that it works our way. How, fortunate for us all to benefit from such judicious guidance. That's a right intriguing proposition. I do wonder what it's like to have a choice about things. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I do believe I'd scupper off to, well, you know where. Yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I owe him enough I wouldn't abandon him for nothing.
You've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
All these vexatious disruptions keep befalling Westport. When is things gonna settle back again?
It's like sour milk and expired medicine.
That endless heat. Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well. State your piece. But it's not everyone, is it? I'm sure it's not. The majority of my subjects are steadfastly loyal, resolute, right as rain. Oh, I would love to argue that this is not the case, but I fear you are correct. This war, this devastation, it can't be denied they've taken their toll. Ultimately, I regard their well-being above all, but the joke is on you, really, and them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traitors. I no longer hold any authority over anyone. But if they still wish my blessing, it is theirs. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. But I will be staying. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
That in Auntie's choice, we don't pre-select your assignment at birth. It's true. No computronic doodads, no plumber.
My former subjects jumped at the chance to abandon Westport. They don't need me.
Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield are free to choose any vocation they like and change occupations at the slightest of whims. This wildly unfettered personal freedom pervades
I suppose my duty to my people remains, whether here or in Fairfield. All right. I'll go. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right, then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
be transformed for the best.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contracts will just keep renewing.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole-side suite with an Elysium view in head office tower.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. Had anyone asked, I would have bet a year's pay against your capturing the hearts and minds of the denizens of Westport, and it seems I would have been out a great deal of bits. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an investment I am ready to make. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to. Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet. Middling bottom, sure, but not rock bottom.
The others appear to be acclimatizing well to this purposeless existence. Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred? A representative of Auntie's Choice lied. You must be shocked. Greatly. Yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the Protectorate, I do care for its subjects. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the V.A.L.E.R.I.E. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives. The V.A.L.E.R.I.E is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law. Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the V.A.L.E.R.I.E, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. You already know the man, and the two of you are in good standing, all the better. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in a moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. Farewell now.